The possibilities of what you can create with AI are endless. First, take a quick look at this.
Keep looking. He can't go very far.
What the hell is this?
Turn around and put your hands in the air.
What are you doing? Stop it!
That was crazy, right? And it was all Nanobanana Pro and Sora 2 and Seedance. Today, I will show you guys how I made this video step by step. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with the video. Alright, now the key to making a video worth watching is to get your images right first. You cannot expect the video generator to just spit out amazing videos like magic. You need to give it the right materials to work with and also clear guidance on the kind of motion you want. And the key to doing that is getting your images right. Now for the images, I used Nanobanana Pro. I know Nanobanana 2 is also available here, but I didn't use it because personally I feel that Nanobanana Pro still performs better than Nanobanana 2. I don't know why, maybe it's just me, so let me know in the comments what you guys think about Nanobanana 2. For me, I think Nanobanana Pro is still better when it comes to creating higher image quality. Now, to generate the images, I used Video Inu. It's actually one of my favorite websites for creating AI content, and also it has a less restrictive version of Sora 2, which I love. To get started, simply click on the link in the description and sign up. After that, you will see this interface. From here, you just need to click on AI image, and it will take you to this page. Now, if you click on this option, you will be able to choose whether you want to create text to image or image to image. I first went with text to image, and then from here, you can choose the image model. As you can see, it also has Nanobanana 2 and Seedream 5 Lite, but I went with Nanobanana Pro. Now for the prompt, this is the prompt I used to create the first sequence of the scene. As you can see, it's very simple. I used the 3x3 grid image generation method, which is very popular with Nanobanana Pro. Then I gave the basic idea of the kind of scene I wanted, and after that, I mentioned each shot individually. Now, this part is very important. Doing this gives you much more control and helps you get exactly the result you want. Also, in the prompt, I specifically asked it to mark each shot with numbers so that it becomes easier for me to extract the shots. And as we all know, it uses Gemini search to gather proper information to generate the images. So it analyzed the prompt and then came up with this image sequence. Now, as you can see, the image sequence looks absolutely stunning. It has perfectly marked each shot, which is exactly what I wanted. The style remains consistent throughout all the scenes, and most importantly, the character also stays consistent across all the shots. It created the images perfectly. A very, very great result with Nanobanana Pro. Now, to create the next sequence, this is what I did. First, you need to choose the image-to-image option of Nanobanana Pro from here, and then upload the image from the previous sequence. Next, simply mention what you want in the next segment. In my case, I wanted to create a sequence of him transforming. So this is what I wrote in the prompt, and the rest I left to Nanobanana Pro. And this is the image it created. Absolutely stunning. It generated different angles of him transforming, and the result is honestly amazing. It also kept the same visual style from the previous sequence, which is why I used that one as the input. Next, this is how I extracted all the images. It's actually very, very simple. First, upload the initial scene sequence from here. Then, in the prompt, ask it to extract the specific shot that you want. So this is the extracted image. As you can see, the quality is great, nothing has changed, and the exact shot has been extracted perfectly. Next, you just need to repeat this process until you extract all the images. Now, even after extracting the images, I also created a few additional scenes. For example, this scene where he is looking down. All you need to do is simply input the image and then describe what you want next. In my case, I wanted him to look down at his shoes, and this is the image it created. So yeah, you don't always have to blindly follow the original sequence. Once you extract the images, you can also create new shots and and additional sequences based on your storytelling needs. So this is basically how I created all the images. Pretty simple, right? And let me know if you guys want a detailed document containing all the prompts for the images, music, and videos that I used to create this video. I can create a document and share it with you guys in the description, or I can pin it in the comments. Now, once the images were ready, I went ahead and created the videos. For that, I used a blend of Sora 2 Plus and Seedance 1.5. To generate the videos, all you need to do is go to videos form here and then choose image to video and look for Sora 2 Plus and select it. Now this version performs way better than the normal Sora 2 version, and the quality is just outstanding. Next, just upload the image you want to animate. In this case, I uploaded this image. Then simply give it a very simple prompt. As you can see, I used a very basic prompt because my image was already very good. I only needed to describe the type of motion I wanted. And since Sora 2 is very smart, it understands exactly what you want and generates great results. After that, you can choose the video duration. I went with 5 seconds and then simply clicked generate. Now this is the output. That was awesome, right? The pace of his running was perfectly on point and the camera followed him throughout the video, which is exactly what I wanted. Overall, the result is amazing. I mean, it genuinely looks like a scene from an anime movie or something, right? A very, very impressive result. And not just that, the sound effects, like the impact and the running, all match perfectly with the visuals. Now here's another example. This time again, I uploaded the image, and in this shot, I wanted to include some dialogue. So for the dialogue, I simply mentioned what kind of dialogue I wanted, and then click generate. And this is the video it created.
Keep looking. He can't go very far.
Again, an amazing result. The characters are searching, and the voice doesn't sound or overly AI generated, which is something you usually notice with many other video generators. But with this one, it created a very natural sounding and natural looking video. Truly an amazing result. Now for the transition part, I use the first and last frame option in Seedance 1.5, and trust me, this feature is absolutely crazy. So all you need to do is switch to the first and last frame option from here, and then upload your first and last frame images. In my case, I uploaded these 2 images. Now in the prompt, keep it very simple and just clearly explain what you want. You don't need to be extremely detailed. After that, simply choose the duration and click generate. And this is the output. Amazing, right? The way his body slowly transforms, the screams, and the way the camera moves around, everything looks absolutely amazing. And I'm telling you guys, this is the best first and last frame feature you will find in any AI video generator available right now. I've even tried it with Kling 3 VO 3.1, and honestly, nothing comes close to this. Amazing, amazing results. You can really create incredible visuals with this. So yeah, this is basically how I created the videos. Once all my video clips were ready, I simply put everything into CapCut, did a bit of editing, and that was pretty much it. The video was ready. So this is how you can create amazing anime short films using Nanobanana Pro and Sora 2 and Seedance all inside one single tool. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and try it right now.